What up, Jess? What up? What up? What up? What's going on, everybody? Not in my usual spot right now, still on the road. Late upload here, but better be late than never. Um, yesterday was wild as hell for me. I did tweet out something. What was it? A same game parlay and a couple bets. Yes, those bets hit. Same game parlay missed by an assist, I believe, from Anthony Edwards, but it is what it is. I mean, sometimes you get those times. Baseball yesterday. Tried my hand in some same game parlays, uh, which I do here and there. You know what I'm saying? Because I do give out bats and stuff like that. My time is pretty limited. I do work. I work from 2 p.m. to 10, 11 sometimes, and my day is pretty much locked up after I come and after I come and give you guys this eulogy, whatever the case may be. So my day is pretty much locked up there. So um, I yeah. Uh, let's see what we could let's see what we can get to here. I'm just gonna give you guys some picks, some straight picks, all leans in MLB. And maybe some bats. I didn't see a lot of bats that stuck out to me. Maybe some bats, but I'm just going to breeze straight through it, okay? So I can get straight through this video as quick as possible. There's nothing but leans. Yesterday, I did what I might have betted on 6 teams yesterday. I probably went 3-3 on the teams that I betted on. And, depending on the juice, I probably still ended up losing, but I made something back on some live bets. Made something on some, like I said, I did take D'Angelo Russell threes. I did take that first quarter between Minnesota. I tweeted that out. I think I put it in the community section here and on Facebook. Just a whole host of things, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Let's get right to it. Not too many reasonings. I just got the picks written down. I mean, what we got here? I mean, St. Louis Cardinals. I know we have Green and Matz on the mound. Small park factor in play here with Cincinnati. You guys know that. The weather's probably starting to finally trying to get around to break around here around Chicago, Cincinnati, St. Louis. I haven't checked the weather though. But yeah, we got some good days coming up, and both pitchers okay, man. You know. The Reds, their offense been trash. You know what I'm saying? This is small park factor. Like I said, I haven't looked into too much bats for St. Louis Cardinals. I'll take the Card. I mean, I'll lean towards a itty bitty lean towards the Cardinals for the simple fact that the bats ain't been showing up for Cincinnati. But hey, they could probably pop off. It's only a lean towards Cincinnati. I mean, lean towards St. Louis Cardinals here with a touch of the under. Yeah. Yep. These guys show me something here. Milwaukee. Damn, my computer went down. All right. What do we got here? Milwaukee. We got Milwaukee Brewers at Philadelphia Phillies here. And I mean, right off the back, I'm gonna get a pitcher edge to the to Philly. You know what I'm saying? They at home. They need to get a win at home. They've been trash, So it is what it is. I'm gonna pitch an edge to Philly in this one. All right. Yep. I'm just stick with that. Yeah, I'm gonna get an edge. So lean towards Philly in this one. What I got next up here? What we got here? Cleveland at New York Yankees right here. All right. Now, Cleveland. I mean, man. They just swept the home team, man. My home team, Chicago White Sox, man. Shit. It is what it is. We got Morgan and Tylen on the mound. I don't like this spot right here. Probably don't like this spot for Tylen right now versus these bats. But hey, we'll see. Ramirez, he's been on fire as of late, man. I guess I don't know. What to look for these guys to stay hot here. I don't have official, man. I lean Cleveland. It is what it is. Let me mark these right here. My leans. I'll lean Cleveland here. I leaned Philly there. I leaned Cincinnati. No, I leaned St. Louis there. So you guys can see. San Francisco at Washington, man. I mean, we got Corbin and Long on the mound here. Here's the thing right here. both both teams are not good against lefties, man. I mean, that's just it is what it is. No play for me on this one. I don't know where to lean, which way to lean. Lean back, lean forward. I don't know which way to lean. Probably an under, maybe an under. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get to an under first five, maybe that's something like that. Maybe an under team total, something like that. No lean for me in this one. Maybe an under. I don't know. Boston Red Sox at Tampa Bay Rays here. Boston Red Sox. You know, they had. I think they had been beating up on Cleveland. I mean Tampa Bay last year. Of course, I think Walker was with Tampa Bay last year. They might have the edge right here. We'll see. You know, I get a pitching edge to Tampa Bay. You know, Walker, he likes to walk batters and stuff like that. Right off the back, you know, like I said, you know, they might they might touch Walker up here. I don't know, man. I'll lean towards Tampa Bay. I'll lean towards Tampa Bay in this one. You know, they got some get back. They want to get back. You know what I'm saying? They want to get back. I think I gotta go back and look and see, but I think Boston Red Sox did them wrong last year. So, yeah. Colorado Rockies at Detroit. All right. We got over under 7.5 here. We got Sentazella on the mound here. Detroit Tigers. They rolling out Scooble, and I'm okay with Scooble. All right. The big thing here is Miggy. Okay, Miggy trying to get his hit. I ain't say nothing about it yesterday going up against the Yankees. You know, but I think this is the spot here for Miggy Cabrera to get his hit. Okay, so I'll be looking at some of these little specials or whatever they got here. So I think he's gonna get a hit. So it's not an official play, but I'm gonna figure something out. Maybe total bases or something like that, a hit or something like that. I'm gonna try to get up on that today. All right, maybe in the same game parlay because right now, you know, I get a pitching edge to Detroit. And I'm gonna take Detroit Tigers here, okay? I'm gonna take Detroit Tigers, and I might take them on the money line. Then I might sprinkle a little something on Miggy to get a hit in the same game parlay. All right, Miami Marlins at Atlanta Braves here, okay? Right, man. They got Rogers and Wright on the mound. Right, you know, it ain't been good, but that boy been dealing right now, man. 15 Ks and 11 innings, no home runs, 1 walk. You know what I'm saying? The Miami bats haven't showed me nothing. I mean, they did come out there and shut out. We know they can pitch. You know what I'm saying? They did. I think they put up 5 runs against St. Louis yesterday, but St. Louis bats didn't show up. I get a pitching edge right here to Atlanta. I'll lean towards Atlanta Braves in this one here. All right, and the pitching. Chicago Cubs at Pittsburgh Pirates at Chicago Cubs here. 7.5 over under in this one. We got Quintana on the mound. We got Smiley on the mound. I don't have nothing for this one, man. If I had to pick one, you know, if I had to pick one, it'd be Chicago Cubs, man. You know, parlay piece on the money line. All right, nothing official there. Another game coming up here. Toronto Blue Jays at Houston Astros here. We got Verlander on the mound. We got Stripling on the mound. Houston Astros favorite, over under 8 in this one. And man, look, Verlander, I know he pitched 8 innings, had 8 Ks last game. I mean, you know, it is what it is. But I still have some love for Toronto here. You know what I'm saying? No play here for me, man. I tell you, no play here for me. I don't want to give you guys a heart play, you know what I'm saying? Because and then I'm an underdog type of guy either way it goes, especially when I'm iffy on something like this. You know, in a situation like this, for me, I probably lean Toronto or nothing, probably, for the value at least. Or, you know, maybe a plus, maybe on that run line, I don't know. Maybe on that run line, I don't know. Chicago White Sox at Minnesota Twins here. Minnesota Twins at home. They didn't pull that. They pulled the game out for me, but they didn't pull the game out for me yesterday in the fashion that I would like them to. I think they won 1-0 or 2-0, something like that. But you know, I was on them. They got the W for me, and that's pretty much what really counts. So, minus 108 for both of these teams right now. Not a fan of the pitchers of Chicago, man. You know what I'm saying? I could lean towards Minnesota because I do expect them to be pretty good this year. Chicago White Sox on the road. Yeah, I think I'm gonna lean towards Minnesota in this one here. So that's where I'm going to lean towards there. Baltimore Orioles at Los Angeles Angels here. Orioles. And the Angels. I'm really looking hard at the Angels, man. I'm looking for the Angels bats to get busy in this one here against Zimmerman. We got an over/under 9 here. I'm going to like the Los Angeles Angels, man. And I'm going to sprinkle something on the run line. You know what I'm saying? Parlay piece for the money line, and I'm going to sprinkle something on the run line. All right, so that's what I'm going to do right there. Los Angeles Dodgers at San Diego Padres here. Los Angeles Dodgers, they the favorites. Like I said, we got a 7.5. Over under in this one. And the thing with this one here, I'm probably gonna end up leaning the over in this one for the simple fact that Dodgers, the Dodgers, they slapping righties around. In San Diego, they slapping lefties around. If these guys could put up a few points here, we might get towards the over. So that's why I'm gonna lean towards the over in this one here. We have the New York Mets and Arizona Diamondbacks. The Arizona Diamondbacks get on my fucking nerves. These guys here have been ruining some of my shit lately, and I know they're not that good, but it is what it is. Let me stop talking about them. We got an over/under 8.5 here. New York Mets, they rolling out Peterson, somebody who I'm not in love with, and then I'm not in love with this Arizona team here. It's probably a no play here for me. You guys got something? Let me know. Definitely not a fan of this here. All right, Kansas City Royals at Seattle Mariners here. We got 7.5 over/under in this one, and another game that I'm definitely iffy on this one. You can help me out with this one. Throw me some of your leans or throw me one of your plays. If I had to pick one, I'll lean towards Seattle Mariners, but it's no play for me. Not even a lean. I'll take that back. And then last but not least, Texas Rangers at Oakland here. Texas Rangers, they have been giving up runs as of late here. All right, so we got an 8 over/under in this one. All right, so that's what's kind of giving me cause for pause. I know Texas can score. Okay, I know they can score. Oakland, they put up some runs too. Okay, here and there, and then I'm not a fan of that Texas Rangers bullpen. I tell you guys this every single day. We got an over/under 8 in this one. I'm gonna look towards the over in this one. Texas, I think they gave up 5 runs. Let me see what they gave up, man. That's spring training. Yeah, so they've been at 8 runs to the Blue Jays. 6 more runs to the Blue Jays. 6 runs to the Rockies. 4 runs to the Rockies. 5 runs to the Angels, 6 runs to the Angels, 2 runs to the Angels. 7 runs to the Angels, 8 runs to the Angels, 6 runs to the Mariners, 4 runs to the Mariners, 6 runs to the Mariners. You get the drift here. I think I'm going to lean towards the over in that one. None of these plays are official, man. Just a couple of my leans, giving you guys what I see, you know what I'm saying? And things are always, for me, subject to change, okay? Yes. Now, for some basketball, man. I don't have much. Don't have much for the basketball, but I will tell you what I've been doing. What I've been doing all year, and I've been slamming. If you have the luxury of having FanDuel Sportsbook where you can have alternates, be okay. I've been slamming plus 100s, minus 110. Same game parlays. I've been slamming them. Some I've been missing some too. You know what I'm saying? Because these playoffs, they're playing a little tight, all right? But I've been missing some, you know what I'm saying? But I've been slamming them, okay? You know what I'm saying? Even the threes, like last night, I took Curry, the splash trio over there. I took them guys for 2 threes apiece, came out at plus 101 or something like that. hammered that. They smashed it. Everybody came out there shooting threes. Then I had a big same game parlay that I didn't post, and it's probably a plus 650 or something like that, plus 700. Poole came out, in the fourth quarter. It took him all the way to the fourth quarter to get that last assist from me, but he got there. All right, I've been playing on BetMGM a lot too lately. You know what I'm saying? So been trying to scatter my shots. One thing about FanDuel Sportsbook, it's a lot of noise going on at FanDuel Sportsbook that you can get distracted. It's a lot of noise going on. Okay, and I like and I use to balance these books out for what they're worth. Like BetMGM, I like to bet a lot of bands. You know what I'm saying? I can get a 26 plus bands for odds like plus 300 max and shit like that on DraftKings. Whether I can come over here to FanDuel and probably have to alternate on FanDuel, but just for quickness, they got 31 plus over here coming out at plus 5,000. But that's neither here or there. Not a lot from this game that I like here. One thing I want to point out that Bam Adebayo hasn't been rebounding the ball well, and they have him sitting at 8.5, which is a low number. He's questionable. Keep an eye on that situation. Of course, he should be able to go. Jimmy Butler, okay? Now, one thing I have to point out about Jimmy Butler here. I want to say Jimmy Butler, he's hit a three-pointer in 10 straight games, okay? So if you want to add him to his to the money line parlays or something like that, or some of your same game parlays, you got a little throwaway change that you want to do something with, be my guest there, all right? Be my guest. Like I said, he's hit, and then the totals, he's hit 3 threes on a few occasions. As a matter of fact, let me see. In that span, he's hit 3 threes twice. He's hit 2 threes. 1, 2, 3, 4. He made 4. I didn't even see that. He made 4 threes last game. So they got him up there at 3 threes right now at plus 1060, okay? So that's something I want to point out there. 2 threes for Jimmy Butler is sitting at plus 270. And like I said, 1 3 is at plus 200. At minus 200, I'm sorry. But these guys, Atlanta's at home, Trae Young, Bogdanovich, Kevin Huerter, these guys right here, I'm going to sprinkle something on that. 2 threes apiece for these guys. I'm sprinkling some on that, so I'm going to hammer that. I lose. You know what I'm saying? And then, for the rest of these guys, I'm just sticking to the highest usage guys right now. Outside, Trae Young, Bogdan, Strus, Hero, Lowry, Herter, all those guys are the 2-3 guys candidates. And Jimmy Butler then pushed his ass on up in there, all right? That'll be a straight bet for me, all right? So I'll be scattering my shots around, okay? I'll be scattering my shots around. Now, backtrack on some defense real fast. Of course, Jimmy Butler, P.J. Tucker, those are, and Kevin Huerter, those are some of my steal candidate guys right there. I didn't look at DeAndre Hunter, but it is what it is. So he's been out on the steal. One thing I can say is Kevin Huerter, he's had a block in two straight games or some shit. Yeah, 2 straight games. He's almost averaging a steal a game. He's had a steal in 4 straight games. Jimmy Butler is the guy you can look to for multiple steals here. So he's averaging almost 2 steals a game at around 1.7, all right? Not too much I really want to get to, man. As far as regular plays, though, on the 3 side, at home, preset props, you're going to get 2.5 for Herter at plus money. Don't mind going there. Kyle Lowry, he's got 3 upside, you know what I'm saying? So I don't mind going there. And of course, I don't know how aggressive Trae Young is going to be from behind the arc, but you get my drift there, all right? But not too much from this game right here, man. I'm going to just keep it moving. I'm going to move over to my Chicago Bulls, who went in there and stole them a game. And right off the back, I'm just going to point out some shit here, all right? I'm going to start back here at the 3-point land here. DeMar Rosen, he will sneak in there and get himself a 3 on you guys. You know what I'm saying? He should have all the usage in the world. Alex Caruso, I jumped on his 2 threes. Last game was plus 200. He came through for me. I only put a little bit on it, but it is what it is. It was more than what I had. It's a matter of time before Vucevic smack him 3 or 4 or 5 threes. Keep an eye out on that, okay? He took 8, 10, because what the coach is going out there and telling the Bulls, really offensively, the Bulls' big 3, DeMar DeRozan, that's all they got, man. They don't have no more shooters. I mean, we trying to get squeeze what we can out of Caruso. We're squeezing what we can out of Kobe White coming off the bench. So, it is what it is. Now, like I said, let me see. So the last 2 games, the coach is telling them, we need you guys to be, hey, my boy Chris, we need you guys to be aggressive offensively, man. So 8 3-point attempts for Vooch. He hit 4 of them. 2 for he was 2 for 10 the first game. He's probably getting ready to heat up, man. So 3 points for 3 threes. Vucevic is, they got him at 2.5. Oh, I didn't see that. Ha ha. 4 threes for him is going to be 420. They got 5 threes for Vucevic up. Yes, 1280. And Brook Lopez will go out there and get you 5. Zach LaVine will get you 5 too. Yeah, but the threes here, I'm gonna end up hammering the 3 ball. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take Zach LaVine for 2. I'm gonna take Nikola Vucevic for 2. That's a 127 right there. I'm gonna take them guys for 2. Drew Holiday is a 2 candidate. I mean, you want to look for somebody as a 1 candidate. I mean, Caruso is a 1 candidate that'll put you in plus money there. All right, he took 5 threes last game. What else here? Brook Lopez is a 1 candidate. That'll get you in plus money right there. All right. Who else? Drew Holiday. I don't know if that'll get you in plus money, but that's you can scratch the surface right there. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. All right. So those are some of the ways that I'm going to attack this. All right, because I'm gonna hammer it. Like a straight bet. I'm gonna hammer it. But all the usual suspects are in play for me for threes. All right. Except for DeMar DeRozan, unless I'm going to do something like a Hail Mary or something, I'll slap him in there. But all the usual suspects are in play. Don't matter if you ladder these guys or whatever. Assists, DeMar DeRozan has been stepping up in the assist category right along with Caruso. Caruso ended up having he had 10 dimes last game. Don't quote me on that. I have to go back and see. So he's a ladder candidate, barring any foul trouble. Drew Holiday, they've been having his assists elevated lately. It's a chance he might get there this game, but he missed his assist prop in 2 straight games. He had 6 assists apiece. In both of those games, he had 15 points apiece in both of those games. I'll look for him to be a little bit more aggressive early and often in this matchup here without Middleton, okay? DeMar DeRozan, his assist has been up. Levine's as well, but I don't feel comfortable going with them right now. Rebounds here, DeMar DeRozan's rebounds has been up. Levine showed flashes in game 1 with a double-double, but his rebounds went down in game 2, and Patrick Williams' rebounds went up in game 2. He had 9, okay? Barring the foul trouble, Patrick Williams can be a rebound beneficiary along with DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan is a better rebounder than Zach LaVine. Now, Brook Lopez is allergic to rebounds. We know this, okay? Don't mind getting to Vucevic's rebound prop at 11.5. He smashed this in both games. As long as he can stay out of foul trouble, I love that there. All right. But yeah, Lopez, he's allergic to rebounds. I would have to trust him for 4 rebounds. So, I could get to a bankroll builders here in this section here. I could steal 4 rebounds for DeRozan, Patrick Williams, and Lopez and get their plus money. So, I don't mind getting to 4 rebounds for those guys. And then 10 rebounds for Vucevic, you'll get that at plus 250. If you're feeling froggy or something like that, you could come down here to the alternate. If you're feeling, alternates and come down here and get to an 8.5, and that's fine with me. And then, with that right there, I mean, those 4 picks right there, that's a plus 202 right there. Good money. And you can take any one of these down if you want. You could take down DeRozan 4 rebounds. You could take down Patrick Williams 4 rebounds and still be at plus money. All right. So those are some of the rebound candidates that I don't mind getting to. All right. And then for the points, all I'm looking for here is raw points here. I'm not trying to hit a home run on these same game parlays. I'm digging in there, going in there for raw points or something like that. And I'm looking at a Zach LaVine over 17.5. I'm looking at a DeMar DeRozan around 25, 24.5, something like that. That's cool with me. And then Nikola Vucevic at like a 14, 15.5 or something like that. And, you know, these are the guys that got to do the heavy lifting, all right? If you don't want to get to none of these points, you don't fucking have to get to them, all right? There's peripherals out there. There's plenty of ways to skin a cat, all right? Now, we know I don't have to talk about guys like ABC, you know what I'm saying, because they're going to do what they're going to do. I expect Jrue Holiday to have extra uses here. I haven't looked at, you know, what I wanted to what I want to take him for points-wise or Lopez, all right? But moving on over to the last game here, looking at Phoenix Suns at New Orleans Pelicans. I don't know what to expect here. You know, I love the three. I love the 3-ball, man. So a few, you know, this motherfucker, Crowder hasn't been hitting the 3-ball like shit. He's been shooting like shit. All right, Bridges has 2 in this series. Don't mind the 2.5 for McCollum is juiced up at about 148. Hey, I think he can, you know, I think he can go off though from behind the arc. Keep an eye out on Cam Johnson. You know what I'm saying? He has hit 1, 3 or less in 5 straight games. He needs to pick it up. Okay. Although 3 out of 5 he did, or 4 out of 5 he did have score in double figures, 11s and 12s and 13s and shit. But you know, he needs to step it up from behind the arc. Yeah. So 3-point guys, you know, I'd imagine Chris Paul is gonna, you know, show up in the 3-point category today as well. You know what I'm saying? So 2 for Cam, 2 for McCollum. I mean, what? 2 for Paul. You can get that at a plus 121. I'm iffy. I don't know if I'm going to get that. Truthfully, I don't know if I'm going to get that. Defensive side of things here, you can look at guys like Chris Paul for 2 steals. He's averaging almost 2. I don't mind getting to Mikal Bridges and Jay Crowder for a steal, okay? Herbert Jones, he might pop up in the steal category this game. He does get steals and or blocks, okay? And then speaking of blocks, DeAndre Ayton, you know, he's a block candidate, okay? So you can get that at that number right there. Even if you want to be froggy right here, you can get 2 steals for minus 132 for Chris Paul there. I wouldn't trust McCullough for steals or anything of that nature right now. But yeah. Now, moving back over to some of these peripherals here. Assists, for example. Brandon Ingram has had 4 assists in 15 straight games, so I don't mind getting there. And CJ McCollum had 4 assists for about 14, 15 straight games, okay? No, I'm sorry. 12 or 13 out of his last 15 games. Assist prop here, Chris Paul. I don't mind getting to 10 to be on some, you know, I can get 4 assists apiece and 10 assists for Chris Paul at plus 120. Those are some that I'm not opposed to get to right there. Rebounds. Jonas Valanciunas, he's been rebounding the ball well. 10 rebounds, you'll get that at a minus 430. You slap that in there. That's pretty good for me. I don't mind that. And then, you know, coming down here to the rebound section for Ayton, going to about a 7.5 for Ayton to be safe. Don't mind getting there either. Probably not going to mess with the points for a lot of these guys. I ain't even going to lie. Unless I alter it. I mean, that's the only way I'm going to go. I'm not going to take, because this is the playoffs. Now, Phoenix Suns at New Orleans Pelicans, man. You know, it's unfortunate that that boy is hurt. What's his name? Devin Booker. I don't know, man. You know, I can come over here. You know what I'm saying? I might end up betting something back here. I haven't looked. This is my first look at the total parlays. And let me see. I have to go back and check some of my trends and all this, everything. But I might have to lean towards Pelicans in this one. If we got any type of points with this spread here, we got 2.5 there, a 5.5 there, and we have a damn near like a pick 'em there. Yeah. So I need to figure out which way I want to go with the over-under in this one. I'll probably try to stick with a I need to figure out which one I'm going to go with this. Over or under 5.5. New Orleans Pelicans plus 5.5. But I don't know if I want to go with the over or under. Help me out with that, guys. Help me out with that, all right? Because I like the 5.5. If you guys like it, it don't matter. You don't like it, it don't matter. Let me know what you like. Peace.